Hi, this is Mike Lally of KnowYourMind.com. Welcome to part 8 of how to use face reading to build on your rapport and body language skills, and importantly to add a new dimension to your communication skills. In this part I will discuss the eyebrows. Now your eyebrows play a significant role in revealing how you feel. For example, raised eyebrows can show surprise, fear, submission or a request for approval. Lowered eyebrows can reveal the emotions of contempt, disgust, aggression, dominance and anger. When a person's eyebrows come together, they're probably concentrating, or maybe they're a bit puzzled. Now if you lift your eyebrows quickly as you meet someone, you are likely to get a nice response in return, even if you don't know them. So your eyebrows play an active role in the way that you communicate. Now a person's point of view is expressed through their eyebrows. So let's look at some of the common types and what they may indicate. Just bear in mind the left eyebrow and the right eyebrow may be different in the same way that we discussed with the eyes previously. Now as a benchmark to compare against, balanced eyebrows are comfortably spaced apart and they gradually arch above each eye. They're thicker in hair at the beginning and they thin out towards the edge. Both eyebrows will be the same. Everything is routine and quite normal. We can regard this as a well-balanced person. Now first of all, low set eyebrows. This person has a strong mind. They can be charming and very friendly, but they can suppress their emotions and have a restrictive point of view. Now a person with high set eyebrows, this is a more formal person and they are selective, but they can be impulsive and a little bit impetuous. They have an open mind, but it's best not to invade their space. So let's look at the summary of these two eyebrow shapes. Low set eyebrows. This person has a fast, agile mind. They can have a prudent and calculating nature. They can also have an insecure mind. Now the high set eyebrow. Here we have an observant, selective and discriminating nature. They often adopt a wait and see approach. Now let's look at eyebrows that are sloped upwards from the midline. Now these are people who have a sizable ego. They can lack warmth and understanding and they keep a firm control over their feelings. Now for eyebrows that curve downwards at the outer edges. Now these are shy, reserved, gentle people. They may speak rather softly and could be emotionally suppressed. Here's a summary. So eyebrows that slope upwards from the midline and then they curve. These people seek control and authority. They enjoy a higher status. Now eyebrows that curve downwards at the edges, they tend to keep their feelings to themselves. They may lack confidence. They also appear outwardly gentle. Next we'll look at the straight eyebrow. Now this is a practical, down-to-earth person. They can lack imagination and they're rather difficult to change. Now the boomerang shape. Now this is a person who's independent with a very strong will and they want to get their own way. So here's a summary. Now straight eyebrows. This is a logical thinker. They will weigh up the possibilities carefully before they make a choice. They evaluate everything rationally. Now the boomerang eyebrows. This is a determined, ambitious and strong-willed person. They go for what they want. Now let's look at thick and thin eyebrows. Now the thick eyebrows is a person who's passionate. They're an enthusiast, but they can be aggressive. Now the thin eyebrows indicates a person who may lack energy and direction of purpose, and they can also be quite demanding. So here's a summary of these two types. People with thick eyebrows tend to be mentally alert and very active. This is a person of ideas. They have a strong personality, though they can be intense, dominant and forceful. Now thin eyebrows, they're overly sensitive. They have a careful, cautious nature. Expect them to be indecisive and they can also lack confidence. Now eyebrows that grow upwards, again this is a passionate person. They are enthusiastic and resolute and they often have a restless energy. as opposed to eyebrows that grow downwards. This person can lack energy. They're probably not motivated, feel stressed, and probably also feel they're overworked. Now, finally, eyebrows that join together. This person has a competitive nature, and they're often very high achievers. So here's a summary of these three types. Eyebrow hair that grows upwards. These people seek and enjoy a challenge, though they can get bored easily given their copious energy levels. Eyebrow hair that grows downwards. Here we see people with a lack of vitality, and they can also be emotionally suppressed. Now, where you see joined eyebrows, this is a non-stop thinker. They can have an intense personality, and they can also be possessive, though they are basically kind-hearted. That completes part 8. Thanks for watching. Now, together the eyes and the eyebrows do provide some wonderful insights into someone's personality, so they're definitely worth observing. And also they separate the emotions through the eyes from the mind, the brow. So please visit my website, knowyourmind.com, and my blog, MikeLally.com. Make contact if you wish to. Please keep in mind, you have many faces. Let's put them to use. Let's begin to notice this combination that will provide you with valuable information, the eyes and the eyebrows. Also be mindful, the face says, this is who I am. So till we chat again, take care, cheerio for now.